have some special guests in the building, so give us a few minutes to get things started.
You. What up?
Hey,
What
what,
up? What
what's
up,
up,
D-Ball?
guys?
What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
We've been good, chilling, man. Doing good, real good.
Yep. So first, thank you guys for joining our live.
Of
Of
course,
Really
man. Thanks for
appreciate
having us.
that.
This is dope, for sure.
Yes, man. So first and foremost, like, how are you guys doing during this time? How have you guys been
It's
keeping busy, actually?
it's been cool. Definitely a weird time at first, but it's been really chill. Actually, it's been cool. We've been able to kind of come together and be creative and kind of bounce one of each other's ideas off each other. So it's been a fun time, actually.
All right, awesome. So, I mean, if you guys could kind of just tell us a little bit about yourselves and the dynamic of the relationship between you guys.
For sure, for sure. Um, so we're both from Utah, um, and we've both lived in New Orleans kind of the last 3 years, and it was definitely an adjustment period. I know for me, because they're just so different. And Utah and New Orleans is such a different place, but they're both so unique and really cool. So we've been able to. I don't know. I mean, it's been a cool journey
Yeah,
the
it's
last three
cool
years.
because we come from the same situations. Like in Utah, we had similar childhoods, so it's cool because we can relate on that. And then we've been in New Orleans the past 3 years together, and that's the exact same situation. We live together. It's been awesome. So we've been able to, you know, go through similar situations and build our brand off of that.
For sure.
Awesome, awesome. That sounds great.
Money with it.
And I mean, Frank, with a possible NBA season return, like how have you been staying ready?
Yeah, man. It's there's been a private gym I've been able to go to where I've been able to get everything I need out of it. And then being in Utah, it's cool because we've been able to stay active. We're up in the mountains right now, so we've been able to do a lot of hiking, play tennis, play golf, spike ball. Things just kind of keep me on my feet. But when the season comes back, and hopefully it does soon, we'll be ready. We'll be good to go.
All right, cool. And I mean, I see you guys have been keeping busy with the Rare Roses brand,
For sure.
which looks pretty dope, by the way. Had the chance to check it out. The website, the apparel already looks pretty dope. So if you guys could kind of explain, how did that all get started? How did the idea come about, and what was the process like to get things going?
Cool, cool. So, I mean, we learned a lot from my older brother. He had made a clothing brand in college. It was called The Good Life. So, I mean, that always fascinated us. So, us going through high school, we used to always want to rep it, get it to everyone, all of our friends. Like, it was fun. It was
For sure.
cool. And so, uh, things happened with that. It went on separate ways. And, as we got into New Orleans, we kind of just developed the time for us to do our own thing. So, right when we moved to New Orleans, I got a job at Sneaker Politics.
Shout out
Shout out, yeah,
politics.
shout out the guys there. They really, honestly, taught me a ton. Even just like shipping, fulfilling, being cool, everything from like it all. So once I was there, we kind of just took the things we learned from that, put it together, and here we are.
For sure. And it's cool because like Utah and New Orleans is Trey and I. So it's like we try to find pieces that kind of remind us of the journey that we've been on these past couple of years and what we find interesting. And both places, they mean so much to us, and it's really become like our second home. And so it was only right to make the first collection.
Almost first home, honestly.
Seriously, yeah. Honestly, like New Orleans is, yeah, it's home for the rest of our lives for sure. So it's yeah, man. It's just we wanted to express that, and those were the two cities that kind of mean the most to us for sure.
Okay. And as far as like, because I see you guys are focused primarily on like vintage apparel, like what inspired that? Is that what inspired that look for you guys? Because I see everything from the aesthetics, the visuals, everything has that vintage feel. And then right now it's primary from what I see is primarily vintage t-shirts
Hmm.
as well, right? So what inspired you guys to stick with that niche?
Um, I mean, I think just like the nostalgic feeling behind things in your childhood and just like, I mean, like I wasn't born during Jordan's era, but it's still the most fascinating, cool thing to me. So now, like, when I see things like that, it's almost like cooler to me because I didn't get to experience it. You know, I want it more than, you know, if that makes sense. And then other ways of just like a lot of brands now, I feel like, I mean, even us, we're using a vintage logo, but like a lot of their stuff is styled after, you know, stuff they were using in the 90s logos, you know, certain genres, they were styling things after cartoons, whatever it may be. And so like now that things like that are coming back, it's cool to just, you know, give the credit to the OG shirt that you know, logo was kind of designed after whatever. So I kind of like that, you know. What's the feeling? Like, I mean,
sure.
We're both wearing vintage shirts right now, and it's the best.
Like, always. It's crazy too.
Nothing's better than a black shirt that's old.
Yeah, and I wasn't always on the vintage wave. And then Trey would just bring home T-shirt after T-shirt after T-shirt, right? And so he finally started finding shirts that fit perfectly, because it's hard to find a good fitting vintage tee sometimes.
You got to know your measurements,
exactly,
or like try it on. But if you can't try it on, it's all about the measurements, because like that length, it might be an XL, but it's gonna fit short like a medium, just wide. So you got to know. And then once you get that down, I promise your favorite shirt will be a shirt you get from our website, guaranteed.
Yeah, because I feel like that's one of the, like you just said, that's one of the biggest things about like finding vintage apparel. Like some of the sizes might be off, or it might be like a box fit. So I feel like that's a great lane that you guys are sticking with, and it is something, you know, different. It's something different, and I like that.
Came to be too. Was like people wanted clothes, or like I would get stuff for myself that wouldn't fit me online, you know, and I'd be like, oh, well, it doesn't fit me, someone will buy it. I guess things like that kind of built like, yeah, that's how Red Roses came to be, I guess, because Good Life put the brand as like building a brand, and vintage was just kind of like, we were just kind of doing it to rock it, and then we realized why not put them together? It worked perfectly.
And honestly, like, it just allows you to be yourself, you know, and like that's what Red Roses is. It's just like owning who you are, and like to find something that, so like I have this shirts, or I have shirts from, you know, 1998, the year I was born, just like something meaningful that you can always remind you when you put it on. So it's just, you know, it's pretty cool to me.
Okay, awesome. And like I said, I love how you guys have the backstory behind New Orleans and Utah, and the pieces that you picked from what I saw was a lot of like hip hop influence, sports influence.
Definitely.
So those are two lanes that looks like it really inspired the collection for you guys.
Definitely. I mean, Trey can talk about that. I mean, every t-shirt we have is, it relates to us in some way, shape, or form.
Sports and hip hop, I feel like
that's literally our lives. So it's cool because, you know, if you get a t-shirt from Red Roses, you know that, you know, it's coming from a good place, honestly.
And honestly, we will never sell anybody bullcrap. Like, it's gonna be the most fire tee every time.
Anything like we will.
If it's average, I'm gonna sell it low key on the internet, not on our website, not let nobody know we had it. I only want people to see like our most fire stuff. So like that way, when you throw a tee on from us, you know you want to wear it every day.
Facts.
Frank wore that shirt yesterday. I wore that shirt yesterday. No lie. Like
every day, bro.
And everything is online. Do you guys have, you know, any plans of possibly having like a store or pop-ups in the future?
For sure. I mean, it's in the thoughts, but pop-ups definitely. That's kind of like, the website was perfect timing with this whole COVID thing because everyone's at home, but we had already been doing pop-ups before. Frank blessed me with the G-Wagon for the first one in New Orleans. It was the hardest thing ever. It was so cool. Free Water put on a crazy festival. It was tight. We done some in Utah that were chill. They were cool.
I think there's gonna be like kind of endless opportunities with this too. So we'll be able to, you know, hopefully that's what like our dream kind of. We love to open up a store. We love to
more than a T-shirt.
Exactly. So it's just the beginning. That's what I'll say.
Oh, that's awesome, man. So as far as designers and brands that kind of inspired you guys, are there any you can name that really just inspired you, like growing up and to where you are now?
Definitely. I think the first person that comes to my mind is Jerry Lorenzo. I think everything he does the right way. I was able to meet him a couple times. He's just the coolest guy. Like, and his story is really fascinating to me. Another guy I love, Rick Owens. He's so different, but honestly, every Rick piece I have is the best.
Still be rocking the best.
But like, and he kind of, it's cool because guys like him are a perfect example of like what staying rare means to us, because he just does his thing, so it's super cool. I would say Ev Bravado. He's been on my radar the last couple years. I love his pants, so fire. And he's cool because he's young, so he's someone that we look up to and we can kind of
relate to.
Exactly, and he's done things the right way, so it's super cool. I've been wearing a lot of needles lately, super fire. And then off the top of my head, the last company I really mess with is Gallery Department. They're based out of LA.
Yeah.
I remember first I got like a shirt from them the first time I ever got something, and I loved it. And I bought it. What is it? I bought like 3 of the same shirt and wore it like probably for a year and a half, 2 years.
Oh yeah, I took one.
Just the best fitting shirt ever. But
quality over quantity, man.
Exactly. So I mean, there's a lot of people who we get inspiration from, but those are probably some of the people that come right on top of my head.
Cool. How about you, Trey?
I mean, I'd say the same. We got similar styles. Some other people that stand out to me. I mean, obviously Virgil. He's been killing it with Off-White. I know Frank feels the same, but
Definitely.
everyone kind of expects that.
That's a given.
You got to give him respect for going in streetwear and then going to Louis. Like, that's just such a cool thing to see.
So cool.
My boy Jay, Two-Tone Jay, he been killing it with the pants.
Yes.
He's been going crazy.
Check him out. He's our homie. He lives out here. Does a super dope job. Started making pants. Really, really fire. His stuff will be dope.
Visuals Nola. You know, they got that heat. Hit them up. They put us on.
So I have a good question too. Where to shop in Utah, man? If I was visiting Utah, where would be the shopping spot?
That's why Rare Roses became a thing. Honestly,
Seriously.
there's like some cool spots. Vice is a sneaker store. They're in Salt Lake. You know, they got your good Nike, Jordan stuff. They carry Carhartt, which we like a lot as well. Actually, there is a Carhartt store in Salt Lake, which is fire. They got custom Salt Lake Carhartt stuff.
But as far as shopping goes,
It's really just mall stuff.
Not a lot of whole shopping here. Everything's crazy too, because it's just like a lot of stuff is online too. And then when we're in big cities, we love to like go to boutiques and stores and check them out for sure. But,
And thrifts.
Yeah.
I be thrifting every city I go to. It's the best.
And honestly, like if it's being cozy and being comfortable is the main priority for me. So that's the first thing I look for. And then if it looks good and it's cool and it feels good and it lays good, I'll wear it. It's cool.
Yeah, and that's how it that's how it should be.
For sure.
And obviously, Frank, we see you during the season. You you do a good job of having like a very unique style. It's kind of different than what we see all the time throughout the NBA. What do you guys think about the emergence of like fashion in the NBA now?
I think it's great. It's cool to see guys express themselves by the way they dress. It's just another thing that we can add in, because we are such normal people, and clothing is something that some people like, and sometimes it's not, but it's cool because obviously it's blown up in the last year or two really, and it's a cool way to express yourself and to kind of show people what you're into. I think so. What do you think about the NBA?
Yeah.
In the fashion?
I mean, I think it's cool. Like, yeah, everyone's expressed themselves. Plus, like, already, like, NBA players are someone that people look up to, off sports. So it's nice that, like, I feel like now fashion has gotten bigger in the NBA. So, like, these kids and these people can look up to, like, them in other ways than just basketball, which is the best.
For sure.
And it just shows, they're normal people. They have other interests, like, other than basketball.
No, exactly. You're right, man. And with social media now, it's really just put it on another level. And Frank, how's like the style battles in New Orleans between you guys? When you show up to the locker room, what happens when?
I wouldn't necessarily say they're battles, but there's a lot of good fashion sense on our team. It's cool. Everyone has their own style, and everyone stays rare to who they are. So it's cool to.
They battle for that Rare Roses.
That's right. Yeah. They're trying to get the latest Rare Roses heat, but not so much of a battle. But everyone enjoys picking on certain guys or or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's cool.
Yeah, I could imagine because I know you guys have a few fashionable guys on the squad.
For sure. Honestly, it's like most of our team. Everyone is into their own certain things, sneakers, hoodies, things like that. But it's been fun. It's been a fun year. It's a fun squad for sure.
And I don't think you guys mentioned it as far as like where the name Rare Roses come from. How did you come up with that name? Because that's a pretty dope name. It just smooth. It's a smooth name.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Rose my last name, so it really just came off that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I think just the slogan
Stay
and the
rare,
the motto
yeah.
that we live by is just stay rare.
Yeah.
Man. It's just like
one-on-one vintage, it fits it too. Like I was trying to think of a way that fit like the vintage wave because like every shirt for the most part, unless it's our printed tee, there's one. Like you're gonna be the only person rocking it as far as I'm concerned.
so there's only
Stay rare, one-on-one.
exactly. There's only one Frank Jackson. There's only one Trey Rose. So just stay true to who you are and just rock with it. Honestly.
And like during this time, I saw some photos of you guys like shipping things out. So how has that been going? How has people
That's
kind of like just related to the brand and show love? Have you guys been getting like good feedback?
Yeah, no, it's been a super fun process.
It's been fun. It's been a struggle. It's been cool though. It's also nice, like since we've been in quarantine, another
Sure.
thing to kind of keep us busy and like
Exactly.
feel productive. Call of Duty was kind of making me feel like I was lazy.
It's cool too because I got a film camera, so I've been just shooting everything we've been doing and just kind of documenting it. And
That's the best thing
it's
that ever
turned out-
happened
it's turned
ever.
out so fire.
I used to always have to carry the camera, and now Frank's the cameraman. It's the coolest
It's
thing
fun.
ever.
It's like another. It's like
I got
a
a million
new,
pictures.
It's like a new little hobby I picked up and just had a lot of fun with because it's cool because they like pictures. I like taking them, so it works out.
Another way to express yourself.
Exactly.
So you guys did the visuals yourself that we see on the website.
Oh yeah, no.
We got
that's
some other
cool, man.
people, like we got our homie Juan. He comes and helps us out. He's nice with it, like really nice. But
Super.
other people come through and help. But for the most part, we're kind of like put it all.
Yeah, everything you see on the website, everything you see on our pages is strictly that's from us. I mean, that's all our kind of vision. That's all our design. And honestly, Trey's done an awesome job setting this thing up. I mean, it's been so fun because not only do we get to do something that we love, but we get to do it with our best friends. So it's been the coolest to be up here and just like I said at the beginning, just bounce ideas off of each other because we're all super creative, I think, and when we come together, it's like we can make a lot of magic happen.
Yeah,
Friends as well. Yeah, Joe came in. Joe, last minute, we threw accessories in. He had been making jewelry for a while, but never really branded it. And then, it was just the perfect timing. So we threw it up on the website, killed it. People loved it.
Literally,
Everyone
like,
needs
we
an
all
essential
rock it.
chain.
It's the best.
It's just what
Yeah.
you need.
Super
We got new ones
simple.
coming. People haven't seen yet. Frank got the butterfly on.
Yeah,
I got the gun, the revolver.
very chill.
Coming soon. This will be the Idaho drop. Probably animals. We got a couple things coming. We're going to do like a Michael Jordan collection, a Kobe collection,
Oh, that's cool.
cartoons, sports.
Mhm.
Definitely going to have a bunch of Duke stuff in there for everybody. We got a few
Duke
things
game,
coming
for sure.
up. So,
That's cool, man. Because that was gonna be my next question. I was wondering like what you guys have in store, like what you guys have coming up. So it sounds like some pretty dope collections is on the way.
yep.
And
Jordan one's going to be crazy.
the Jordan one's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be
It's
crazy.
going to be crazy.
We found some pretty dope stuff.
It's
yeah.
gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
The Kobe
it's
one's
nice.
gonna be crazy too. Honestly,
sure.
I've never seen better vintage Kobe T-shirts ever.
All of them are
They're
gonna
crazy.
I'm excited. I'm pumped for all of them. They're excited. Like
I got some Tar Heel stuff, some Jordan College stuff
okay,
for the
that's all
Jordan
right, that's
collection.
all right,
Yeah.
that's all right.
Definitely have Duke stuff, like a whole collection for Duke, and then a Jordan collection with Tar Heel stuff just in that collection. They don't get their own collection. They just,
Oh, nice, man. Sounds like you guys have some great things in store, man. Definitely
Yeah,
looking
no,
forward to seeing it.
It's exciting, man.
Yeah.
I'm pumped.
I want the Jordan one out there, but I also kind of want to play it right. We might do a collection before the Jordan one, but we'll see.
Yeah, because I was thinking right after Utah, Jordan fits right in, but definitely looking forward to it.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
Jordan Wave will always be around.
Facts.
So
That's true.
even though the Last Dance just made it like more relevant again, but just still, it'll always be.
emphasize it. That dude, he's the GOAT. No question about it.
Yeah, I put a stamp on it.
So if anybody want to debate me on who the GOAT is, All at me.
Were you guys Utah Jazz fans growing up?
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely went to jazz games growing up. They weren't the best when I would remember.
But
It
they
was
had
like-
good games,
They
so
did.
you were
When I was
always
younger,
excited for sure.
the D Will,
Yeah.
C Booze, AK-47 era. That was pretty dope. But I
And
was
Kyle
young,
Korver at that time.
Yeah,
too.
I was
That
young, but-
chill.
always been a jazz fan for sure.
And I don't know what you guys think. I think Utah they have one of the best logos in the
For
NBA.
sure, all the
Their
colors,
logo is
everything.
fire.
Yeah.
Besides the Pelicans logo, of course.
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah,
We're not-
Pelicans is dope too. But
The jazz logo is very chill, for sure.
yeah, that's dope, man. I mean, definitely you guys explain what you guys will have in store. Which sounds like really good. The collection sounds dope. And just to kind of reiterate, are you guys sticking up primarily t-shirts and accessories, or are you guys looking to in the future?
No,
Dude, you have it's
people
like-
gonna be surprised. There's
yeah.
gonna be a lot of things. Like, you might find a car on there, low key.
Oh, all right.
That's just random for me to say, but like, we're not tied down to nothing. It's awesome.
That's a game changer, man. That's a game changer.
Rare Roses has endless opportunities, endless vision, and yeah, man, we're gonna put anything we think is cool up there.
Yeah, if it fits, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, definitely. I feel like you guys will have some great things in store already. The vision and the direction and the visuals and the merch. It looks great so far, man. So I just
appreciate that.
Yeah,
That means a lot.
that's
That
the
means a
best,
lot
man.
because we're really hyped about it. So it means a lot.
So where before I let you guys go, like where could people find you?
Instagram's rare.roses and the website's rareroses.shop.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Check us out there.
Definitely check it out.
Right now, the site looking kind of bare. Everything's kind of sold out, which is like a great problem to have.
For sure.
But stay tuned. The Jordan collection, I'm telling you, Kobe, cartoon, all the sports, it's gonna be crazy. Like,
It'll be
I'm
dope.
telling
We
you.
appreciate the love too.
It's gonna be
That
crazy.
first collection,
Yeah.
a lot of people showed love, so we appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
For sure.
thank you, everyone. Stay fresh. If you don't like your shirt, Rare Roses guarantee will switch you out with a new one. But you got to get the old one back. But I guarantee you're gonna love it.
For sure.
So it's cool.
Man, everything's on point, customer service and everything. So that's great.
No, baby.
That's great, man. Well, and stay rare. Stay rare.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. We
Thank-
appreciate you. We appreciate you having us on, man. This is cool.
Yeah, it means a lot, bro.
For sure.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I really love you guys' stuff, man. I really think you guys have a dope lane that you guys have apparel in. So, like I said, I just wish you guys the best, man. It's really dope. So keep it up, man. Thank you guys
Definitely.
for
Thank
Stay in
you.
touch for sure, man. Appreciate
All
you,
right,
bro. Have a
All right,
good
man. Take care.
one. Peace.